Measures of location and measures of spread. Today we're doing measures of location, like where is it located? That is the same as saying measures of location is the same as saying measures of center, or it's the same as saying measures of central tendency. Tendency, A-N-C-Y or E-N-C-Y? Tendency or E-N-C-Y? I think it looks weird. A. So where does the center tend to be? So measures of location is where is the center of the data. Now, center of the data is through mean, mode, median, not range, not interquartile range, not standard deviation, none of those. Where is the center of the data? It's an idea about where is sort of the average of the data. We can average, we know, as mean. So if you want measures of location, they're asking you to find mean, which is sum of scores over number of scores. However, you may see it written like this, as sigma fx over sigma f. You use that for data in a table. For data in a table. You can find the median of scores. Do you remember the median of scores? You put the scores in order and then you find the middle score. Or if there's an even number of scores, you find the middle two scores and average them. Or the mode is the score that occurs the most. So remember, sometimes there is no mode if all the scores occur the same number of times, or there could be more than one mode, which would be bimodal if there are two modes. Okay, here we've just got a stem and leaf plot, and we just want to find the median of the data. How are you going to do that, everyone? How are you going to find the median of the data?
Add all of them together and divide
No,
them.
that's the mean.
The median?
The median. The median.
Cross all of them out and you get the
No, we're progressing a bit further and cross them out. We did that in year 8. We're going to see how many scores there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 scores. So this is what I do. If I had 10 people and I want to find the middle, wouldn't you put 5 people to the left, 5 to the right? And the median, no, we don't want to cross them out because then we'll cross off the data and we won't be able to see it. So I'm going to go 5 people on the left, 5 on the right, put a line down the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put a line there. Okay? So my median is the average of, so there's my median where that line is. It's the average of 64 and 71. So the median, because I've got an even number of scores, it's the average of 64 and 71. So please don't just go 64 plus 71 divide by 2. You need to go 64 plus 71, get a total, which is 135 divided by 2, which is 67.5. That is the median. Okay? 10 scores, put half on the left, half on the right, and a line down the middle. What was if there were, say, 11 scores, you'd be able to pick the middle one out. All right, I'm sure we'll come across odd number ones. Okay? All right, so when there's an even number of scores, you've always got to average the middle two. Okay? Now, next, ladies, what sort of data do we have here? Hair color, number of people. If I said to you, what's your hair color? You're going to give, it's categorical. It can't be ordered. That's right. Now, with categorical data, you can't find the mean. You can't find the median. I can't find, you can only find the mode. So what is, there were 75 people here. The modal hair color is blonde. But why is the mode the only valid measure of location? So you cannot find the average, the mean, which is the average hair color. So you cannot find the mean or average hair color. It's impossible. You can't add those colors together. And you cannot order. So you cannot order the colors to find the median. You can only order numbers, okay, in terms of finding median. You can only find median on numerical data. So you cannot order the colors to find the median. So you can only find the mean and the median for numerical or quantitative data. So you can only find the mean and median for numerical or quantitative data. But you can find the mode of anything, okay? You can find the mode of anything, of all types of data, but you can only find the mean and the median for numerical or quantitative data. Okay, we've got the marks obtained by students in a quiz. The quiz was out of 10, and how do we read it? How many people got 3? 2 people got 3. How many people got 6? 9 people got 6, etc. 1 person got 10 out of 10, maybe, if that's what it was out of. And the first question is, how many students completed the quiz? So what do you add up? You add up the frequencies, because this is how we read it. 2 people got 3. 4 people got 4. 6 people got 5, etc. So how many students completed the quiz is what we call the sum. This symbol there is sum of the frequencies. Sigma F. This is sigma F, which is the sum of the frequencies. So it's the sum of the frequencies. Okay, sigma F. So if you add them up, anyone added them up yet? We get 50. Oh, 50 people completed the quiz. It says copy and complete the frequency table and then calculate the mean. Now, normally if you want to work out the mean, don't you add up all the scores? But I'd have to add up the number 3 twice, because if I want to write this data out, this is what I would do. 3 happened twice. 4 people got 4. Do you see what I'm doing? 6 people got 5. This is what it means. Do you get what I'm doing? Imagine adding up all of that, the 50 scores. That's ridiculous. So what do the 3s add up to, girls? What do the 3s add up to?
2.
And what do the 4s add up to?
16.
And what is an easy way just to do this in the table? F times X. I've got 2 people that got 3. Fx means F times X. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 people got 4. The people that got 4, there's 4 of them. 4 times 4 is 16. That is why it's called Fx. Fx means F times X. What I've basically got on the first row here is add the addition of all the people that got 3. The people that got 3, their marks add up to 6. The people that got 4, their marks add up to 16. The people that got 5, their marks add up to 30. Yes, this is ridiculous the way I'm doing it here, but it's showing you, mean means to add up everyone's score and divide by how many people there are. Just reminding you that it's F times X gives you the total of all the people that got 3. On the first row, on the second row, that's the total of people that got 4. The next one was 30. What's 6 times 9? 54. 7 times 14. Anyone? 98, I think. 8 9s are 72. 9 5s 45. 10 1s are 10. Now, if I wrote at the bottom of the frequency column sigma F, that's the sum of all the Fs. This is the Fx column. How do I sum that? Sigma Fx, the sum of the Fx column. Now that is the same as adding up, if I did continue this thing here on the left, it is the same as doing that. But I'm not going to do that because that's ridiculous. All right? So what do you get, sigma Fx? Last year. Oh, I'm recording. So the sum of the Fx's over sum of the frequencies is 50.
6.62.
So we get 6.62 is our mean. Remember, symbol for mean is X bar. Mean, which is sigma X, equals sigma Fx, which is the sum of everyone's scores over sigma F. Sum of everyone's scores over the number of students, and there were 50 students, okay? So the mean is 6.62. Now, part C says to find the median. The median score. The median score. Now, the mean, the average is 6.62. Now for the median. Now, median is the middle score. How many students were there? So what we're supposed to do is line up everyone's scores. You know, I'm not going to do this. This would take me forever. 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, all these 5s, right? Now, How many students did this test? Good. So 50 students. If I wanted to find the middle score, what's half of 50? I would put 25 scores there, 25 scores there. Let's say they were all written out. After the 25th, I would put a line. And again, even number of scores. Now, let me find where the 25th score is. How many scores so far? Look here. Aren't there 2 scores so far? 6 scores so far? Like 2 scores so far? 6 scores so far? 12. 12 and 9 is 21. Do you think the 25th, I need to find the average of the 25th and the 26th score? Do you get what I'm doing? Now, I've got 6 scores, 12 scores, 21 scores so far. 21 and 14, 26, 12, 12 and 9, 21. 21 and 14 is 35. Do you think the 25th and the 26th score are both 7? Do you get that?
Yeah.
All right, you sure? Girls, when all the 6s finish, so I'm just going to put, girls, do you know what cumulative frequency is?
No.
It's a running total of the frequency. It's called cumulative frequency. So far I've got 2 scores. 2 and 4 is 6. 6 and 6 is 12. 12 and 9 is 21. 21 and 14 is 35. So if I'm looking for the 25th and 26th numbers, they're both going to be the number 7. You've got to imagine the numbers are written out like that. Right? The 25th and the 26th numbers are both 7. So what's the median?
7.
The median is 7. So the median is 7. I don't want the median to be 25 or 26 or 25 and a half. What is the middle score of the students in this quiz? If you put all their scores lined up, and I'm not going to do them all, there are 50 students. Put 25 kids' marks to the left, 25 to the right, put a line between. The 25th score is a 7 and so is the 26th score. They're both 7s. Okay? Yeah, it's all revision. So a survey of students in years 7, 10 to 12 and who had casual work were asked how many hours they worked every fortnight, and here are their results. We can't say, we have to say, did you work either 2 hours or more but less than 4? So anyone that worked 4 hours, they go into the second row. So this could be 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, 3.5, 3 3/4 hours, but not 4 hours. This is including 2 hours, but less than 4 hours. This is if they worked 4 hours, but less than 6 hours. This is from 6 hours, including 6, but less than 8 hours. It could be 7 hours, 59 minutes, but then they'd round you up, I'm sure, to 8. So because we can't, we have to work out the class center. So we just say, what's the average of 2 and 4? What number is halfway, but is 3? But if the numbers aren't that easy to work out, what you do, you just go 2 plus 4 divided by 2. You find the average, the center of 2 and 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. The other way to do the class center is just to write the numbers. 2 and 4 isn't 3, the middle number. So the class center for 4 and 6, 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Or 4, 5, 6, 5 is the middle number. So to find the class center, it's the average of this, this grouped data. See, this is group data. This is group data, not single data. So we just find the average of 2 and 4, the average of 4 and 6. What's the next one? Yeah, 6 plus 8 is 14, divided by 2 is 7. Guys, it's just the middle number. Can you see? It's just the middle number. Yes, it does. Once you can see the pattern, but it's the middle number between 10 and 12 is 11. Or the average of 10 and 12 is 11. 10 plus 12 is 22, divided by 2 is 11. So now, because we just need one data center, because this is all approximate now. These are all going to be approximate figures, not exact figures. I don't know how many people worked 2 hours, and I don't know how many worked 3, and I don't know how many worked 2.5 or 3.5. I just know that there were 3 people that worked either between 2, including 2, but less than 4 hours. So all of this is approximate data now. It's different to marks in the quiz. I knew exactly how many people got 3, exactly how many got 4, etc. Here, I wouldn't know if you worked 2 hours, 2.5, 3, or 3.5 hours. I just know that there were 3 kids that worked those sorts of hours. Do you get it? So that's the number of kids in each group. So fx means what? F times x. So when it's grouped data like this, you have to find the center of that data to use in your calculations. All right? So what's 8 people worked between those 2 and 4 hours, but the class center of that data is 3. Fx means f times x. What's 8 times 3? 24. 11 times 5, 55, etc. Can you work all those out? Okay? And put the numbers into the table. So 24, 55, this one's 105. So you understand f times x means? Fx means f times x, ladies. It's like algebra. When there is a symbol missing between 2 algebraic terms, like 2 pronumerals, it's a times. It's not a plus. It's not a minus because they put it in there. xy means x times y. Fx means f times x. So we're multiplying. 21 times 9 is 189. 17 times 11, I think that's 187. Okay, 156. 120. 119. Well, you could do 17 times 7 is 10 times 7 is 70, and 7 times 7 is 49. 70 and 49 is 119. So, first part says to copy and complete the frequency distribution table, which is done. How many students were surveyed? How many students were surveyed? Try and interpret the table and you'll understand. How many people worked between that 2 and 4 hours thing? Good. How many people worked between 4 and 6? So you add this up for the number of people. Yes, you add up the frequency. But instead of learning, I just add the frequency, you read and interpret the table, then you will know what to do. So how many students is the sum of the frequencies? You have to add up the frequencies. Has anyone... Yes, they do add up to 100. So if you add all these up, you know the best way to add these up, ladies? Watch what I'm doing. I'm going 12 and 8. That's definitely 20. Do you know what I mean? 8, 11, that's 19, and 1 makes 20. So I'm up to 40. That is the best way to do it. So I've got 40, and then you'll just have to add the rest on. Okay? We end up with 100. Now, so there are 100 students. So the next question is the mean number of hours worked. Mean is sum of everyone's answers. Do you know what I mean? Over the number of people. Do you know the formula for mean? We did it in the question before. C, mean, is x bar. It's sigma fx over sigma f. So we have to add up the fx column as well.
And what is sigma?
Sigma means sum of.
Okay.
Sigma f is the sum of the frequencies. So I need a sigma fx worked out. Has anyone done that yet? Yes, what have we got? Sorry? 974. So, good. So if I add up the fx column, my sigma fx is 974. So my mean is 974 over 100, which is 9.74. That makes sense. Remember, we're asking how many hours these kids worked in a fortnight, and our average is 9.74 hours. That's good. You wouldn't say they worked 97 hours, would you? And the median number of hours worked, let's just do this one.
487.
How many students were there? 100 students. I'm going to put 50 kids on the left, 50 on the right. I need to find the average. So the median is the average of the 50th and the 51st. Not marks, but numbers or Yeah, numbers. Now, I have to find the 50th and the 51st. Let's look at the frequencies. Frequencies. What do 8 and 11, that's 19 so far. 19 and 15, that's 34 so far. 34 and 21, that's 55. So, if I add up all these, 8 and 11 is 19, 19 and 15, 34, 34 and 21, 55. Where do I find the 50th and 51st numbers? In this row. The 50th, and if I was to write these all out, the 50th and the 51st person are in this row. Do you get that? So, the median number of hours, it's actually going to be a median class. So, I say the median hours is 8 through to less than 10. Because I don't know if it's, because I don't know the actual data, but it sits in that row. So the median, it's actually called the median class. It's the median class. 8 through to less than 10 hours. All right, so can you see that?